Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny. Thank you for joining me in my video today, which is all about what I am planning on making in March. I'm also joined with my cat Bentley here. I thought as he's in the little cat cubby of my Kallax unit, I thought maybe you'd like to see him as well in the video rather than having him off shot, because I know a lot of you do ask after my lovely cats Misty and Bentley. So yep. As you can see, he's doing absolutely fine and enjoying the cat cubby. I think Misty's secretly very jealous that he's in there, but she hasn't spotted him yet. The other day she did spot him in there and she wasn't best pleased. So yes, anyway, my plans for March. So I do have a few plans. However, I know that my March is going to be reasonably busy. I've got a few things going on in March. First one being is that I am going to Plymouth Frocktails. I'm so excited. I'm just about to finish my dress literally today. I just need to literally sew up the side seams. And that's it. So I'm going to finish that today and that will be done. And I am planning on doing some form of video for Plymouth Frocktails. I don't know necessarily whether it will be a follow along with me at Plymouth Frocktails or whether it might just be about the dress. I don't know. But there will be something about it and I will talk about it because I'm very much excited to go. And also the week after that, we've got the Stitch Festival as well. So I'm planning on going on the Saturday. So if anyone is going to the Stitch Festival on the Saturday, then yeah, if you are going and you do spot me, please do come over and say hello. It's always lovely sort of saying hi to people and everything. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not going to buy too much. I say that now. I have been actually really good the last few times I've been to any of those sort of shows. So yeah, fingers crossed I'll be okay. Yeah, and just sort of like other sort of like bits and bobs as well. So yeah, I don't necessarily have loads of time to sew, but there are two things that I very much would like to focus on in March. So I'll just talk to you about those. So the first one being the challenge Sew Frugal. I'm sure a lot of you know about this challenge and what it means. So it's sewing up a free sewing pattern in the month of March. It's run by Sam, who's Frugalissima, and Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, on YouTube and Instagram. I'm sure you're very familiar with them, and they have been running this challenge the last few years, and I always enjoy taking part. So I will have a video going up as part of their vlogger tour on the 9th of March, I think it is. I think that's when I put my name down. Yes, it is the 9th of March. So in that video, I will be sharing with you any of my ideas for free sewing patterns. So please do check that out. You right there, Bentley? Is it not comfortable enough? Oh, no. You get the bum end now. No? You turning around again? So, yes, in that video, I'll be sharing with you my free sewing pattern ideas. So, yes, look out for that. And my second plan is also as part of a sewing challenge, which is run by Jess, who is Sew What If I Sew, which is, again, you may well be very familiar with this, Sew Yellow for Endo. Again, I have really enjoyed taking part in that challenge, not necessarily just because it's fun, but because it is to raise awareness for endometriosis. Because I mean, thankfully I'm not someone that suffers with it, and I was shocked to hear especially how long it takes to diagnose. I think Jess put up that it takes sometimes 8 to 10 years, which is mind-blowing. So yeah, I really do want to do my little bit and raise awareness for that. So I would like to make something for that challenge. Now I can share with you my ideas for that challenge, because like the Sew Frugal one, I've got a dedicated video for it, so I'm not going to go through that with you today. But for the Sew Yellow for Endo, I do know what I'd like to make, because it is so yellow for Endo. It is about finding something yellow in your fabric stash, or something maybe that's got yellow accents in it, you know, maybe like yellow flowers or yellow part of it. It doesn't have to be all yellow. But I remembered, you may have seen from my recent fabric haul, that I was given for free by my lovely friend Sarah, who is So Sarah Styled, this quilted jersey, which of course is yellow. So I thought, how perfect is that? Just what I needed in time for the challenge. So I want to use this fabric. I've got about 1.5 meters of fabric here, and so I thought, I know you're probably going to be sick of me talking about these two patterns, but it's either going to be the Grain Line Studio Linden sweatshirt, or it's going to be the Sew House 7 toaster sweater. I love both of those so much, and I just know it's going to be a really wearable item. It's a beautiful soft fabric, so I just knew instantly that that was for me. So it's going to be one of those. Let me know which one you think might be better suited, because the toaster has quite a high neck, which I thought would actually work really well in this quilted fabric. It would have enough sort of sturdiness to it, but I also do very much like the linden, because I thought potentially I could go with a different colour ribbing. I mean, I could find a mustard sort of colour ribbing to go with this, but I thought actually, you know, I could do black, I could do blue, I could do purple, I could do a paler blue, I could do a green, I could do whatever colour matches mustard. So yeah, I thought that might be quite nice just to make it a bit fun and a bit more colourful. But otherwise, I think the toaster would just work really, really well as well. So I haven't decided. Let me know what you think. And then the other pattern that I would like to make up, I'm not saying I'm going to be able to make all of these up. I say I'm quite busy in March, but I just like to have a few things on my list. Is I'd like to do something from my Make 9 list, which is the Helen's Closet Avery leggings. And again, the reason why I picked this one is because I have this fabric that I picked up from Little Legs Fabrics. It is a brushed athletic fabric. It is so soft, it's so stretchy, and I've got a hoodie that is made in this same fabric design but in a French terry, and yeah, I love this fabric. It's so pretty, and I thought, you know what, leggings in this teamed up with my jumper that I'm going to make, I just thought that would be a lovely outfit. And that is what I'm really trying to focus on recently, is trying to make things that work together, because I don't want to make something, say like these leggings, and then think, oh well, actually, do I have anything that I can wear with them, because they're so patterned? Do I have, you know, this, you know, turquoise colour, or this blue colour, or this, you know, sort of musty colour to actually go with it? So I don't want to make something and for it to sit there because I haven't got anything to match. So how nice would that be? Nice cuddly jumper with some super cozy leggings. So that's why I thought I would pick that one. And I've never actually made a pair of leggings before. So I really would like to get that ticked off, something that I've actually achieved, as well as being from my Make 9. Win-win. And hopefully, you know, it's not going to be a particularly long sew. I think the main thing with the leggings is to get the fit right. That's my main concern, because yeah, you don't want leggings that are overly tight, but as well as you don't want leggings that are, you know, too loose, you know, around the waist or the knees or something like that. So I'm going to be very careful with what size I decide to do on that. So we'll see how that goes. And then my last sort of idea, I suppose, with what I'm planning to do in March. Now, it's not sewing related, but I did think I would still share it with you because it is still crafting, and it is still garments. And I know a lot of you out there, as well as sewing, some of you do enjoy knitting. Now, some of you may know that I am a very basic knitter. I can do hats and scarves. I've made one jumper before. And I thought I haven't knitted in such a long time, And I thought, how nice would it be to have a little project that I can do in the evenings in front of the TV. Because some of you may have known that I do enjoy cross stitch, and I do like doing that in front of the TV. But I do actually find with the cross stitch, it takes me a long time when I'm watching TV, because I really do have to concentrate on counting where the stitches go, and you know, where all the holes are and everything. So I find actually that I can't really watch TV as much. I tend to watch the TV and forget about my cross stitch, or I, you know, are so focused on my cross stitch that I then ignore what happens, you know, in like a film or something like that, and then I have to ask Stuart what happened there. So I just kind of thought, you know what, maybe a knitting project might be something that I can, you know, just kind of do in front of the TV, and it might be a little bit easier to kind of do in the evenings. So what I thought would be a really nice option to do is to make another jumper. Because yeah, I could make scarves and, you know, and hats and things like that, but we're coming into, you know, spring now, and I'm thinking that a jumper would be really nice because I could wear that in the spring and the autumn time. I mean, to be honest, let's be honest, I'm probably not going to get it finished in time for spring, because it might take me quite a long time, but at least it'll be ready for autumn. And I'm not making a heavy jumper. It's going to be a reasonably light-ish, I think, weight one. So and I'm following the tutorial, which is on YouTube. It's by the lovely Handmade by Florence, and her video is a full knit along, which is a free pattern, which is, I think it's like my first sweater. I think it is something like that. I'll link it in the description box below if anyone is interested. But I just kind of thought, you know, my first jumper that I made was one where you make up the front, the back and the sleeves, and then you kind of stitch it all together. And I found that actually really, like, you know, great when you were making the individual pieces, but actually when you had to sew it all up, it was actually quite, you know, like frustrating. It took so long to do, whereas this pattern is using circular knitting needles, and you knit it top to bottom. I know that you can do bottom to top as well, but I thought, you know what, I haven't actually used circular knitting needles before. Even my my hats and my snoods and things like that I've made, I've always sewn them up, you know, kind of, you know, hand sewn them up together. So I thought actually that would be a really nice thing to try and learn. So I'm not saying that it's going to be finished in March, absolutely not, but it's something that I might start, and I thought potentially I could show you how I'm getting on with it if you are interested. And I am using this colour yarn, lovely purple yarn. This is Drops Nipple, and it is what is it? It is 65% wool and 35% alpaca. I think it's about £2.50 for a ball on. I picked this up from Wool Warehouse. That's where I always pick up my yarn. So I always find them great service and everything, and, you know, reasonable prices. So that's where I picked this up from. I've already done my little swatch to do my gauge. So that is what it will look like knitted up. So pretty. I love this colour. So I did measure it, and actually I do need to size up on my needles. So I will have to make another swatch before I start the jumper. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. As well as knitting, I am also, you know, I'm one of those people, I just, you know, a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. Is I would like to also try a bit of crochet. Now, before, when I've tried to learn crochet, I think it's because knitting is so embedded in my mind that I then find crochet is just, it just is a complete and utter, like, I do not understand how this works. But one of my really good friends is a crocheter, and we were chatting, I think it was actually before Christmas, a group of us, and we were kind of saying, a few of us, oh, it'd be really nice to crochet, because say some of my other friends are knitters and not crocheters, and she was saying, oh, it's easy, how about I teach you? And I just thought, yeah, why don't we do that? And I thought it would be a really nice thing for us all to get together and have a little lesson with my friend, because she has made me crochet little animals and things before. So she's going to teach us how to make a crochet dinosaur. I don't have a picture of the dinosaur in question. She just says that it's a very basic shape. You don't have to sew it up or anything. It's you know, all one colour and everything, so it's just a very, very basic one, but it gives you kind of like the basics of crochet. Because if I was to want to do crochet, it's actually all the little animals, little sort of like plush sort of toy things that I would actually really be interested in doing. So yeah, she's going to teach us to do that. I've got my first crochet lesson with her next weekend. So again, I will let you know how I get on with that. Hopefully it'll be something fun that I can learn and add to my list of crafts. Otherwise, if it's not for me, at least I've tried with actually someone trying to teach me rather than potentially just following a YouTube video or something like that, which unfortunately has failed me in the past. Yeah, I just can't get my head around it. So hopefully having someone that's a bit more experienced, so when I get stuck can actually help me, would be really good. So yeah, that is everything on my plans list for March. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear. I didn't tell you I am wearing a Me Made today. This is the plantain tee by Endo. It's a great pattern, and oh yeah, this is a free pattern actually as well. So yeah, so frugal idea, plantain tee. There you go, ahead of my video. There's some inspiration for a free pattern. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, it would be lovely if you could. So from me and Snoozy Bentley, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.